Hello there. I'm the new head of the neuropsychology department, taking over for the esteemed but troubled Professor Heather Sherman. My name is Professor Edgar Davison. I'm a graduate of this university, and
You cornered the dying dean of students and forced him to let you graduate.
Miss Hamilton, that's not really fair.
That doesn't count.
The paperwork was all legitimate.
Whatever. So, you're the new department head. Fantastic. You're totally qualified, clearly. So can we go now? Why did you make me set up the camera?
I'm glad you asked, Miss Sumner. Today,
Edgar, you have literally never referred to me by my last name. You were RRA. I've seen you in a towel.
Now that I'm the head of your department, I thought it was important that we reestablish certain boundaries.
You're only 2 years older than us.
Please, ladies, if I could just continue.
Ladies?
Can I maybe not be attached to this laptop anymore? This tape is super itchy.
Mr. Markham, please leave the tape alone. I've not had the pleasure of working with you yet, but I'm excited at this opportunity to grow as colleagues.
Thanks.
Now, since we don't know each other very well, I thought I would use this opportunity to conduct a survey of sorts, to establish certain things before we move forward with our research.
So why are we here?
I'm planning to restructure the research curriculum a bit. Sherman was so limited, understandably, with her scope, and I thought you two would be interested in seeing the transition I plan on making with art studies. Oh, speaking of transitions, we appear to have lost some things during the departmental shuffle, so please keep your eye out for spare test tubes. Oh, and Ms. Sumner, please be on time from now on. Since today was more of an informal session, I'm willing to overlook the tardiness, but in the future, please be prompt and in
Edgar,
proper
just
lab
ask the
attire.
questions.
Please refer to me as Professor Davison. All right, Mr. Markham, let's begin. What age were you when you died?
22.
And how long did it take for you to acclimate to your new consciousness?
A couple months.
Were you sexually active before the time of transition?
Yes.
For how long?
I don't think that's relevant.
Mr. Markham, please leave the psychology to the psychologists.
A couple years.
Can you be more specific?
Does he have to be?
Ms. Hamilton, as a student of behavioral psychology, the field of research into sexual studies should not be met with such a prudish mindset.
It is not the field that I have a problem with.
I was 17. Can we move on, please?
Of course. How soon after transition did you resume sexual activity?
Whoa.
Do your genitals still excrete seminal fluid or something similar?
What the
or
fuck,
do you even
Edgar?
orgasm at all? And if so, is there any significant difference in sensation?
You know, Sherman tortured me and had me framed for murder, and I'd still rather she'd be here right now.
That seems a bit uncalled for. If you're uncomfortable with the public setting of the survey, I'm more than willing to...
Trust me, it's not the public setting I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah, Edgar, these aren't really neurologically relevant questions. What are you trying to get out of him?
I think we know what he's trying to get out of me.
Gross.
Yes, Greta, exactly.
Please, it's Professor Davison. And sexuality is an incredibly neurologically relevant topic, especially with the field of research into undead sexual practices being so minimal. Does he experience the same dopamine rush? We know that his amygdala is incredibly strong from Professor Sherman's research during her last study, but does that translate into increased sexual enjoyment? All I'm trying to do is establish the subject's sexual history.
Carl is not a subject. Ow, sorry.
It's all right, it's the least painful thing I've had to do today.
Please, I have to ask
When is the
you.
next lab day?
Allison,
When is the next scheduled lab day?
Tuesday.
We will see you on Tuesday.
Is this the part where we dramatically and triumphantly exit? I feel like we should have talked about that.
You both talk too much. This is how you make an exit.